Hello my friends, SAmaryllis here to play a demo of a game called Summer Adventures Mediterranean. This is a hidden object type game, and if you've watched my channel before and saw me play through Fantastic Findings Hidden Seasons, this is also a hidden object type game themed around something specific, in this case, summertime in the Mediterranean. The game releases on March 6, 2026, so just a couple weeks from when I'm recording this demo from Steam, so keep an eye out for it and wishlist it if it's something that you're interested in. It looks like it wants me to enter my name here, so I guess we'll type something in here. And thank you, get a little custom greeting here. Thank you to the developer for reaching out to me and seeing if this might be a game that I might enjoy playing. So thank you for thinking of me. Let's check out what some of these settings are, because I'm quite curious. We can look at settings first. So you can change if it's full screen or not, music, sound effects. Difficulty is interesting. I'm not really sure what that means, but we'll leave it on there. And then there's also a timer and relax, but it's not really clickable. Oh, is the difficulty relating to timer and relax maybe? Maybe that's what it is. And you can also just full mute everything if you don't like that. So we'll just leave it on default, which is with a timer. So I guess some time pressure there. I can't fully enjoy it as it is. There's a how to play tutorial, credits, player. I'm curious about what's in the player. Oh, okay. So this is just like if you want different profiles to play on the same game, so you can share this with your family and friends. Oops. I guess hopefully I'm not making a duplicate profile. I didn't mean to. Okay. Cool, we're fine. Let's check out how to play. So the goal is to find all the listed objects, which are going to be written out in this blue area here. We apparently want to find all the hearts, all the diamonds. There's a way to open a gift shop, which I'm not really sure what that does, but maybe it's like cosmetics or something. I don't know what that symbol really is, but there's apparently an unfound objects to let you know that there's an indicator there. This is letting you zoom in. You can drag the mouse to move around the location, and then we can also click the circle to enter a sublevel, so maybe like a cave or something on there. Let's give it a go. Let's try it. We've got a little road here. I'm using my scroll wheel. It looks like there are a lot of levels planned for the full game. I am curious what's in the gift shop. Let's see. So you can buy stuff, but I don't know where this stuff goes. Maybe you have that's kind of fun. Maybe you have like a little room where you can show off all your trinkets. I'm not really sure. But I do like that aspect of it, because I mean, one of my favorite things to do while on vacation is to check out the gift shop to kind of commemorate where I've been. Not really sure what the memories are, but maybe that will get more clear when we finally play. Valencia. Valencia pulses with futuristic flair and orange groves under a golden sun. We marvel at the avant-garde city of arts and sciences, its gleaming structures arching over reflective pools like a sci-fi dream. Back in the old town, the Gothic Valencia Cathedral and the buzzing central market offer a timeless contrast and a taste of fresh horchata to cool the afternoon. I thought horchata was Mexican? Is it just Spanish in origin? I guess it kind of surprises me that it's in a Mediterranean themed game, but I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. So we have 10 minutes, so we can't just sit here and think about things too much. So we got pinwheel, boxing gloves, musical note, parrot, pharaoh, yin yang. There's 18 total objects. I see the pinwheel right away. Oh, that was a little startling. We see the boxing gloves. Okay. Yeah, I guess like new things show up as you find them, but you don't see the full list right away, which is a little interesting. I mean, here's some diamonds scattered around here. We got the hearts floating in the air. The balloon is not one. Apparently there's a health bar as well, so you can't just click on too many random things. So like, even though this clock looks very out of place, it's not on my list of items yet. So yeah, so can we move around this scene, or is it just static? Okay, that was a dolphin. I think it's static. I do want to try clicking. Okay, I'll click this out of place. I mean, we already tried clicking the balloon and got punished for it. I do want to try clicking on this out of place looking clock because it's not on the list. So I'm wondering if we'll get punished for it. We do. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought this was like our health bar. This is just like the random hearts that you find on the level. So that is unrelated. I thought the red did mean it was bad, but we didn't get punished for it. Okay, so we're still looking for a couple items here. What is this? Just frozen here. Is this a parrot? It's not a parrot. Parrot, kangaroo, keyboard, dolphin, musical note, yin yang. This is out of place. This is out of place, but I don't think they're really exactly what we have here yet. Okay, so this just tells you if you're done with the page yet or not. Oh, there's the parrot. It's a little shocking every time it zooms in. Oh, dolphin, to show that you found something. Are these boots? Okay, I guess those were boots. You couldn't really tell because of the ledge there. All right, we found the fire alarm. There's the paddle. The sun? No, I don't see one in the sky. This is kind of sun-like. I don't know. Or is this the sun? Still looking for yin yang. Keyboard goose. That's an interesting one. There's a hat. Kind of looking for stuff that seems out of place at the moment. Yeah, I will say, oh, there's a keyboard. In comparison, now we're allowed to click the alarm clock. Yeah, you're not allowed to click things out of order if they're not shown up on the list yet. Oh, here's the sun. Well, that was very shocking. I guess compared to the other hidden object game I've played, I guess I've played a couple. There was one more that I don't remember the name of, but it had like a duck and an axolotl goddess in it. It was all hand-drawn, very cute looking game. Compared to both of those, the theme of this one seems a little less cohesive. Like there's just kind of like random stuff scattered around that clearly don't belong in the picture, as opposed to either Fantastic Findings or that other hidden object thing that I can't remember the name of. Those are all, you're looking for objects that make sense in the context of that scene. So it's not just putting random stuff in there like this one is. This one also, I mean, I don't know if it's true, but it appears to be an image of a place. Maybe they mentioned the name of the place in the intro with Valencia, but I already forgot. But it doesn't seem related to that. But yeah, it'd be nice to know the name of the place that you're looking for stuff in. And then, yeah, I guess just the premise of the game is a little more just like looking for things that are out of place rather than trying to look at things that are in place. I have been looking this whole time while I've been yapping, but I haven't really found anything yet. And honestly, I might run. Is this a bow tie? Okay, I wouldn't have called that a bow tie. I would have called that like a ribbon. I don't know, or bow. I guess bow is also kind of ambiguous because it could be like a violin bow. I don't think we've seen a domino. Oh, is this a domino? Okay, I guess so. We are almost done if we can find the remaining items in 5 minutes, which I'm not sure if that's possible, but we're still looking for a kangaroo, a goose, an airplane, a yin yang, and a musical note. Oof, I have not really seen a kangaroo. I guess let's just scan it track by track. Looking for anything that doesn't quite fit. It looks like almost like a cactus in the distance. I don't know what this is. It's definitely out of place. I mean, I'll try clicking it. It's not. We'll try that. Nope. Yeah, like certain stuff definitely looks out of place. I was gonna say that's a peace sign and not a yin yang, so I would be surprised if that were actually something. Oh, those are musical notes. Okay. So looking for 2 animals, an airplane, and a yin yang sign. There's a random ladder placed here. What is this creature? Is this a goose? Okay, apparently that was a goose. Apparently I don't know what geese look like when they're in flight. Kangaroo, airplane, yin yang. Well, I haven't looked in the sub area yet. I don't think. Oh, there was a bunch of stuff in the sub area. Okay, well, that makes sense why I couldn't find it in the main image. All right, we've got a picture. Hopefully this is like the cleaned up version of it. And I think it will probably go into our album. Yeah, it did. So you can look at the picture as it is. Oh, I do wish you could zoom in because it's quite small. I would like to see the details on this. But you can see the picture of the actual place there without all of the random objects placed on there. I do wonder how you would get more stars. Okay, yeah, they did label what it was. Old Town, Gothic Valencia Cathedral, and Buzzing Central Market. I guess just the way that this map is laid out, it looks very progressional. I think something that could be an interesting thing to consider is if this really were a Mediterranean adventure, it might be nice to have these locations placed on an actual map of the Mediterranean rather than just like on a road here, because then it kind of, you know, familiarizes yourself with maybe geography that you're not that familiar with. And then you can still do like the road trip concept. You can just like, you know, have a path connecting all the different places in a city or in the country or across countries if this is spanning multiple ones. That could be something interesting rather than trying to just do kind of a more generic track UI here. I will try playing that level again and speed running it now that I know where everything is, just to see if we can get like a higher score. But I'm not sure. I clicked the balloon again, just like last time. So, oh, these are in different orders, and you're looking for different stuff. We didn't look for satellite dishes and the pill before, so that's kind of interesting that there's some replayability here. In that case. So yeah, the hat is also, if you click fast enough, you get combos, which I did not have before. But yeah, I will try and go quickly here. Start anise, I thought, yeah, there it is. Clock, pinwheel, there's the ball, there's the bow tie, there's the paddle, drum, yin yang, and sack we don't have. So let's look here. There's the yin yang. There's the sack, and there's a drum. Okay, so we did get 3 stars. I think that's just based off of time. I don't know if it checks for like incorrect clicks. So our score was 6,300, which is about 1,300 more. Oh, but we got a star bonus. I don't know what that means, but this ended up a much higher score than the first time we did this. So if you want to sweep this after you've played it, do be aware that there is some replayability elements here because it may ask for different objects than what you first were looking for. Okay, I was thinking the name of up here was like the name of the person. So this was Valencia. The place was called Valencia. I was confused because there was like a person here. Okay. So ignore that this person's here. Their name is not Barcelona. We are going to Barcelona. Welcome to Barcelona, a city where Gothic spires and modernist curves dance in harmony. We begin our exploration at the awe-inspiring Sagrada Familia, Gaudi's unfinished masterpiece that soars with organic forms and kaleidoscopic stained glass. From there, we wander down La Rambla's bustling boulevard, soaking in street performers and flower stalls before pausing at the waterfront for a refreshing horchata by the Mediterranean breeze. Okay, so more horchatas. I guess this makes sense if we're in Spain. I thought when it said Mediterranean, for some reason I thought, oh, it's all in Greece, but the Mediterranean is bigger than just the country of Greece. So, yep, let's head into Barcelona. Pear, crown, fan, watermelon helmet, and sheriff badge. Okay, so we've already got a couple of these that we can get out of the way. 1 more gem, 2 more hearts. Okay, that should be good enough for now. There's an egg here. Pear, crown, fan, watermelon helmet, sheriff badge. Oh, there's that, and there's a crown. There's a helmet now that we're looking for. Some random asparagus. Oops, sorry if you can hear the sirens. That looks like an elephant. Pear. I do need to remember that some of the stuff might be in this like extra area. I kind of wonder, like, is this just like a different view of the same place? Or is it unrelated? We see a giraffe. Is that a pear? Okay, I was gonna say it looks kind of like an apple, but who knows? There are different pears in different countries. My favorite is the Asian pear. Very crispy. I don't think I see anything in here, so we'll put that back away. That, I don't know what that is, but I think it's probably not. Oh, there's a turtle. I was gonna say that's probably not what we're looking for. Okay, we did find the apple. There's apparently a ball. This looks like an egg. I don't think that's a ball. Is that a ball? Was it the same green ball from the last one? I wonder if it's just reusing the same elements. Is that a teapot? That's not a teapot. That's a teapot. Oh, there we found a golden egg. Frog. I don't know if we've seen a frog yet. Is that a pear? It is a pear. Okay. That quite blended in with that object here. Watermelon. There's a snail and a zebra. We did see the zebra. Oh, it's sitting very disturbingly. That's a bird. There's a glove. Giraffe we saw here. Helmet. Okay, so the area's done. That's nice that they let you know that the area is complete. Oh, that's a sheriff badge apparently. We are looking for... Is this a helmet? Oh, that was a snail. It was not a helmet, but it was one of the objects. Oh, there's the helmet there. Oh, so we're looking for a frog and a fan. There's the fan. I'm wondering if they put the frog somewhere near the water like they did for the rubber ducky and the turtle, but I don't think I see it. So I guess we'll just search grid by grid for the frog. There's a rooster. That's the asparagus. I don't know what that is, but it's suspicious. Lily pad, duck, banjo. Man, where is the froggy? Let's try looking across. Nope, that's its shell. That doesn't look like a frog. Maybe that's to help like the water escape. I was gonna say that's not a frog. I wonder if the frog is like hidden in the bush somewhere just because it's also green. There's a Wi-Fi signal. They had some pretty clever spots for things that were green and also sandstone colored, hiding them in those areas. Alright, I'm just gonna start clicking stuff because I do not see the frog. Oh, you know what? The stuff that turns up red are hidden objects, but not the ones you're looking for. Because like I'm like clicking randomly here and nothing's showing up, but then like if I click the banjo, it's like, nope, you're not looking for that. But it does acknowledge that it is an object that you're looking for. Well, I do apologize if you do see the frog, and it is frustrating watching me not be able to find the frog. I should be able to find it within 5 minutes just from spam clicking. That's a frog? That did not look like a frog to me. That looked like a weird little sock. Alright. Well, let's try this again and see if we can do it faster this time. The objects will be different, but we can at least still get the diamonds and hearts very quickly. Okay, watermelon, asparagus, they are asking for this time. There's the bird, there's the elephant, there's the banjo, teapot, giraffe, turtle, crown, ball, ball, rooster, Wi-Fi, we did see that before, sheriff, golden egg, helmet, seashell glove faucet. I don't think we've seen the faucet before. It must be in the sub area. Oh, there it is. That was speedy. Great. So yeah, I would definitely give the feedback of I would like to zoom in onto this picture and see more rather than that. So there's a check mark here. Checkpoint, perhaps. Jigsaw puzzle. To play, simply drag and drop the jigsaw puzzle pieces together. And there's a typo with 2 dots. Okay, so this is definitely a change of pace from what we were just playing. So if you wanted to play some puzzles. Oh, I will say it doesn't look like you can rotate the pieces, so that does make it simpler to solve as well. Can I rotate the pieces? Because this isn't locking anywhere. I'm using the scroll and I'm also right-clicking and it's not doing anything, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just like... Oh, okay. I was just not placing in the right place. Alright, my bad. You have to be quite precise. Maybe go here? No? Okay. Oh, it's over here. Oh, okay, so it doesn't look like you can like temporarily connect pieces. You can only lock them into the expected areas on the board. So that is different than the usual puzzling experience, where if you can at least find things that stick together, you can group them together temporarily, at least, while you figure out where they should go. Okay. Not this. I will say the music seems like a little ominous right now. Like, this doesn't seem like fun vacation music. Seems like an Evil Lair kind of music right now, from my opinion. Okay, it does have that pink. Some more blue, we got some water, orange, and there's the last piece. Oops. We did it! Kind of nice that they gave us the preview image, but I know some people, when they puzzle, they like to add the extra challenge of not seeing the finished puzzle, so it is what it is. Okay, so I guess the checkpoints are non-hidden objects and they're more like puzzles, or maybe they're just like a different mini game. I'm not sure, we haven't done a second one yet. I'm not sure how long the demo will go. If I were the developer, I probably would have ended the demo here because I think like this gives a pretty good gist of what to expect in the full game. Venice. Okay, drifting into Venice is like stepping into a living watercolor. Every canal reflects centuries of art and romance. We glide beneath the graceful arches of the Rialto Bridge before slipping into the tranquil backwaters, where hidden palazzos peek through ivy-clad walls. Our grand finale awaits at Piazza San Marco, where we sip creamy cappuccinos beneath the watchful gaze of St. Mark's Basilica. Okay, I will say this as someone who's not very geographically knowledgeable. It would also be nice to put the country that these are all in. I'm pretty sure... I mean, I guess Venice is Italy, right? But like, obviously Barcelona is Spain, and then I'm assuming this one down here. Oh, you know what? I wonder, are there different gifts at each of the gift shops? Nope, they look the same. Okay, so I guess some UI feedback here. It feels weird that I have to click this and then click play. Like, it seems weird that it doesn't just like pop up the modal as soon as I click this, or even when I double click this. Like, it seems weird that I have to click this and go down here, where like to me the sub menu doesn't really mean anything, because like the gift shops for each of these areas doesn't look like it's tied to the location, which like that would be my feedback, is like if you want to just leave just the gift shop and the album down here, I think that makes sense. Or if you want to keep the gift shop specific to each location, which actually, in my opinion, would make more sense, because that's how gift shops work in real life. You have different souvenirs at different locations. I would get rid of the play button down here, because in the context of this menu, it feels like this is like for everything in general, whereas like this play button is specifically for like each of the individual levels, if that makes sense. So for me, this is like an extra click that I have to like do this, so that is a little uncomfortable. Okay, well, let's go to 4 and then just see if we can keep going. So we're going to Venice. My goodness, very bright scene here. Oil can, microphone, calculator, asparagus, GPS icon, and a teddy. I don't know what a GPS icon looks like, but perhaps I will figure it out when I see it. So I think we got all of the bonus items here. Yes, we did. So let's start looking for anything that doesn't look like it fits in the picture. There's a puzzle piece. Oil can, teddy, headphones. What? I don't know what that is. I think, is this like a Italian symbol? I forgot what this is. Is it like is it French? Is it fleur de lis? Something like that. Is this an oil can? This is a lamp. Okay. That's okay. That's interesting. This like kind of jiggled as well when you clicked it. But I guess it's just when it's like zooming in and out to show you errors or when you actually click something. All right, we did find the puzzle piece. Airplane. Yeah, it does look like it's just repeating things. So like the ball we saw that was green, the airplane was like that same red kind of look. Croissant. I don't think I've seen that. There's like a shield back here. This is like a suit of armor. Asparagus. Oh, we are looking for a teddy bear now. Oh, yeah, that is what is it called. That is what it's called. Fleur de lis. Fleur de lis? I don't know how to speak French. Headphones. Backpack. I don't think we've seen that. Calculator. We did see. Shield. Clover. I don't think we've seen. Just not oil can. Asparagus. Okay, not all of these are going to be in this sub area, but we might as well look here. That's a clover, I guess, and there's a croissant on the boat. There's a duck, a pineapple, tambourine. I don't think I see a backpack here. So let's go back. I'm pretty sure we saw Carnival Mask. Yeah, there it is. We saw the duck in this picture. It looks like the sub area is all done. I see the bell. Back. Oh, okay, we just stole this man's backpack. I'm so sorry. What can asparagus GPS icon? Oh, there's the asparagus. I don't know what a GPS icon looks like. It's not an oil can. Is that an oil can? Oh, I guess it is. That's kind of like an old style oil can. Well, that's not a thing. GPS icon. What do we think a GPS icon looks like? Clown. Okay, that's just part of the architecture. I was like, what is that? Oh, it's like the... I don't know if I'd call that a GPS icon. That's definitely like a map marker or something. Like just, it was very stretched out. It's like when you look at Google Maps, somehow we got 3 stars on that. It's like when you look on Google Maps and it has like a place of interest as like kind of an upside down teardrop. Okay, well, apparently we did that quick enough that we don't have to replay it to get to 3 stars. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's head on to Braga. In Braga, Portuguese Rome, there's a little typo right here at the punctuation, Baroque churches rise like jewels atop gentle hills. We begin at the summit of Bom Jesus do Monte. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it in Portuguese. Or climbing its iconic zigzag staircase flanked by fountains and statues, then glide down in the funicular for a playful perspective. Back in town, the Sé Cathedral invites us into its cool candlelit cloisters, where centuries of pilgrimage echo in every stone. Okay, we got the heart, we got the diamond, butterfly. It does look like these bonus items don't ever show up in the sub areas, all the hearts and the jewels. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at stuff. That's kind of nice that they made it symmetrical. And we are all done with the bonus items. So now we can look, there's like a drone. We can look for a ball, a kite, a joker, a dog, a treble clef, and a sphinx. Okay, well, we saw the sphinx. This guy's mouth is quite something. Dog is in the fountain. Get out of there, buddy. Crown is what we're looking for again. We've seen that before. It's a golden... Oh, I guess it's a different crown this time. Impala, I'm pretty sure is a car because I've watched Supernatural and that is the only way I know about cars, to be honest. So if you didn't know what that was, actually, isn't Impala a type of like goat as well? Some sort of, yeah, this is Impala. If you didn't know your animals, that would be pretty hard to find. Okay. So the other stuff I see here is a sign, a Buddha statue, kite is one of the items that we need. And then, yeah, I don't know if I see anything. Is this a sack? No. All right, let's come back. So ball we know is green. Okay, well I guess this one was red and had stars. Toy train, origami boat. What do we think this is? Is it a handbag? Like a bell? Oh, it's a windmill. I was like, is this a gift? We got a pigeon. Oh, there's the treble clef. Books. There's a globe. That's a sack. Books in the fountain would be quite diabolical. Different looking ribbon or bow. That's a frog. Wind sock. Is that this? Yeah, it is. Solar panel. Drone. Joker. Handbag, boat, and books. That's just a column. Handbag, books, and an origami boat. Are you an origami boat? That was books, apparently. I could not tell what that was. Oh, there's a handbag. So we're just looking for the origami boat at this point. It's a pigeon. Parking sign. This is a windmill, I think. The phone. Traditional phone. It's like a clock. This guy looks so angry. I'm very distracted by this. It's not an origami boat. It's a star. Alright, time for spam clicking. Yeah, I don't see the boat. So we'll just do our best here. Shouldn't be in the air. That's an A. It's a star. Got the angry lion face. Oh, that's a hat, I guess. I was like, I don't know what I just clicked on. So, oh, down there. Okay, we only got 1 star, so let's definitely try this again and try to be speedy. Ah, nope, hold on. 5. That's the end of the demo, but we're gonna try and do this one quickly. So heart, diamond, diamond, diamond. And I think there was one more heart up here in the air. So looking for hat, I remember seeing it. There's a globe, there's a windsock, Joker, Sphinx, treble clef, doggy, solar panel, sack. There's an A. Oh, there it is. Toy train, origami boat down here. I don't think we saw an intercom previously, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. There's a Buddha, and then the intercom might be here. I wonder if it's like this thing. Okay, apparently that was an intercom. I thought it was like a phone. But I guess they're kind of the same thing. And then books was this thing here. Yay, 3 stars. Oh, okay. Click. Cool. And then in the album, you can see all 4 of these pictures here. And then I think I already spoiled this, but yeah, once you click 6, thanks for playing the demo. It is limited to 5 levels, so if you want to play the full game, you can wishlist it on Steam. So let's do some final thoughts here. I will say there's definitely some UI improvements that can be done. I've already talked in detail about how I feel about these buttons in terms of the context that these have. These 2 are context of like no specific levels, and then this one's context is a specific level. So I honestly think the play button is not needed. I think you can just click on the level and have it open automatically, this like pop-up, without having to like click an extra button every time. I would like more clarity about like what on earth these are. I guess there is a price conversion. It's kind of like credit card points where you earn a whole bunch of points and then like it converts down very low to small amounts of money. I guess we can try just buying something just to see what happens. Okay, so apparently there's no like confirmation button. You just like click it and it's like it's yours. At least it does the math for you. Oh, that's $1 more than I can afford. So yeah, I don't know what any of these gift shop items do. I think that would be functionality that should be explained. It's kind of weird just to buy things and then not display them anywhere. And I've already mentioned this before, but I think it makes more sense to have specific gift shop items tied to each location because that's how it works in real life. So yeah, if that's the case, I would still remove the play button, but perhaps I would, in this modal, I would add like a button here for the gift shop if we were to make it more contextualized for each level. That would be my UI recommendation. And then just in terms of overall looks, like this definitely looks pretty default imagey at this point. I've already mentioned this before already, but I'll say it here just because it's summarized. I think this would be nice if it were actually shown on a map of the world, so then you can kind of see location to location where you're going, because like, and I've also said this before too, but not only would it be nice to know what country each of these cities that you're visiting are in, it would be nice to get the broader geographical understanding of where you're traveling, because I'm pretty sure we started in Spain and we're like maybe moving across to Italy based off of my limited geographic knowledge of the Mediterranean. And then yeah, you can kind of use it as a learning experience too, about like if you do want to travel there, how do you group different visits together to make your own travel plans, and also just becoming more knowledgeable about the world. I love games where you learn about stuff. What else do I have feedback on? I do think it's a little bit odd to include a completely different mechanic in a hidden object game. Like, I didn't necessarily mind it, but it did seem weird that there was like a jigsaw puzzle in a hidden object game. If I wanted to play a jigsaw puzzle, I would have just, I mean, I play Super Jigsaw Generations and it's a free game and it has tons and tons of puzzles. You can also buy a whole bunch of puzzle sets too if you wanted to support the game's studio creators, which I'm not currently doing. But if you wanted to play a jigsaw puzzle game, you would play a jigsaw puzzle game. Like for me, it's like if I wanted to play a hidden object game, I might be a little off-put by the fact that I have to do an intermission in a jigsaw puzzle. And it's required too. Each of the levels are locked sequentially, so I can also see how that could be frustrating, where it's like if maybe you're just not interested in a certain level, or if you get stuck for whatever reason, you would just be stopped there because you can only go through these one by one. Additionally, like if there's a specific country or city that you're interested in, it's a little bit of a bummer to like have to play everything in the same order. Like I kind of understand it from like a road trip perspective, train trip, maybe that's more common in Europe, train trip perspective, where it like makes sense to go from city to city. But yeah, it seems a little bit of a bummer that it's kind of locked. If you did want to lock progression for any sort of reason, maybe I could suggest like you complete all the cities within one country first, and then you're allowed to move on to a different country. Maybe you can choose which country you go to next, so you're not always locked into the same track. And then I don't know if it's just my lack of knowledge of like landmarks and areas, but for me right now, this like overview map doesn't really mean anything to me. Again, I've already said about like it would be nicer if it was contextualized in a map view, but also it's like you don't actually know what any of these levels are until you click into them. So like maybe for some reason you're like, oh man, I'm planning a trip to Barcelona, and I come back to this game to kind of look for, you know, any sort of key landmarks to look at. It'd be cool to be like have a label on every of these levels, so you could like know which one to actually click in and not have to click into like every single one if you wanted to find any specific level for some reason. I've already mentioned this too, but in the album it'd be nice to see a bigger picture view of this. You got to see like a whole screen view of it when you're actually doing the hidden puzzles, so it's kind of a bummer that you can't actually look at the quote-unquote proper picture of the place on such a small view. And then also like instead of just saying level 5, like I think it'd be really great if you put in the city's name and the country of the place that you actually went to, instead of just like the level, because like then that means now you have to cross-check and be like, okay, which one was level 5? This one was level 5. Okay, now I have to open this. Oh, it's Braga if I want to visit there. What else? I will also say, I've been kind of not been saying it this whole time, but I think you should just get rid of these people's pictures. I think they're disturbing in terms of the art style. Like it's got like a cartoon face with like a human body. You don't really have, I mean, like you have some cartoon aspects when you're like looking for like a treble clef symbol or a Wi-Fi symbol, but like to me this is completely unnecessary, and honestly it caused me confusion in the beginning because I thought this woman's name was Valencia, and for some reason I thought it was like relevant. Like this is not needed, and in fact I find it distracting and a little creepy to have these like cartoon mix people even showing here. Like, I think this is completely unnecessary. You don't need this. You can just focus on the nice images of the places that you're opening. And I would exclude them from the main menu too, because to be honest, when I opened it, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like these tourist people just standing there. And if they are meant to represent tourists, like, I'm gonna say it now as a person who is not white, it kind of just reinforces, I don't know, like a stereotype or an expectation that only like white people have the money to travel and go on vacation. Because like, to me, this seems like a vacation trip. I wasn't sure at the beginning if the vibe would be more like a local who's like, you know, just explaining their city, or if this was more kind of like a vacation tourism kind of point of view, which, like, because it says it's for summer adventures, that's kind of what it implied to me. But yeah, multiple reasons why I honestly really don't like these pictures that are shown here. Just kind of, they're creepy in my opinion, and also they kind of are alienating as well, with the implications that they are serving. I did like the descriptions about each one of these. It might be nice if we could break these up into paragraphs a little more, so you're not just like reading like one huge long paragraph the whole time. And then what else might I recommend? Yeah, I think again, I'm repeating a lot of stuff I already said, but I do like to summarize all my final thoughts at the end, just because, you know, if people don't want to sit through and watch the whole video, they can at least just watch the final thoughts portion of the video. I understand it's just like the style of the game at this point. So if you've already made the choice to make it that way, then, you know, don't change it now. You've already built a whole game around this. But like, for me, I found more enjoyment in other hidden object types games I've played. Again, Fantastic Findings, Hidden Seasons, and then that one game I can't remember the title of, but that had a ducky icon, and that I did play on my channel, the demo of. It had a really cute cartoon art style. But like, both of those I found more enjoyment finding things in, because the objects you were looking for related to the places that like you were actually in the environment you were searching for stuff in. So it made more sense why like that stuff was there. It's like, oh, a Yule cake is in Santa's house because it's Santa's house and they're making cake. Like, that makes sense, right? Whereas here it's just like a bunch of random kind of more I Spy style stuff where like things that don't belong are scattered throughout the level, and at that point you're really just looking for things that look like they don't belong and that are also happen to be on your list, if that makes sense. But, you know, I understand that it's kind of the approach of the game mechanics that are already here. There's not really a point in redoing that entire thing at this point. But as long as that's something that the player is looking to expect, then I don't think it's like a negative thing necessarily. It's just something that I personally would not choose to play. I would rather play a hidden object typed game where the stuff you're looking for makes sense in the context of what you're looking at. I think that's my overall feedback for the game so far. Again, the title of this game is called Summer Adventures Mediterranean, and it releases on March 6th of 2026. And yeah, I would just get rid of these people, to be honest. And it does actually, I didn't open the languages, but yeah, there's a couple different options here. So you can check those out. I will mention for Chinese, there is traditional and there is simplified Chinese, so probably would be better to specify which one of these this is. I mean, I'm assuming it's probably simplified Chinese because more people use simplified Chinese in the world at this point, but the characters do look quite different, so that's my feedback there. But this has been SAmaryllis. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Goodbye!